Yeah, so why is everyone saying it's a Jubilee year? So I'll show you why it's not possible for it to be a Jubilee year. It's so the millennial reign, right? When Jesus has his city here and all that, and the dead in Christ rise, right? And they help him with the to run his city and all that, to rule and reign. And that's at the end up here. You'll see here, if you can see on this side, there's a city. Jesus is in there, ruling and reigning. Everyone else is out in darkness or whatever. Right? This is the millennial reign here at the end. Okay, so you've got 7 years of trumpets. All right, and then you got 7 years of seals. So that's 14 years. And here we are here. All right, at the start. So you got Luke, Mark, Matthew. Matthew speaks to Judah. Mark speaks to the church, right? The left behind church. And Luke speaks to the bride. All right, pre-trib, mid-trib, post-trib. All right. So where were we? Jubilees. Jubilees are made up of sevens. All right. So they're made up of Shemitah cycles, which is 7 years. 49 years is a Jubilee year. All right. So for us to be in a Jubilee year, we need to be either in the millennial reign or at about to start, right, next year. And then that means we're straight into Jesus, right? Didn't even get the dead in Christ to rise first or anything. Dead in Christ rise here, all right? So we're either just about to go into it, or we're 49 years this direction. And there's no in between, all right? So I don't know where everyone's getting this from. You've still got 7 years of seals to happen. Even if you only believe there's 7 years, right? There's still 7 years to go before you hit a Jubilee year. Alright, because there it is. That's the Jubilee year there. Alright, so yeah, you've got your main escape here, which is when Jesus shows up. He's the white horse. He comes down and he warns Judah to get out of Israel, because they didn't let it rest, and God's going to destroy it. It destroys Jerusalem, flattens it. He also breathes on some of these guys here, and they go into seals and to bring in the great multitude, right? And that's these guys here, right? The ones that get all their heads cut off. These are the ones that die doing their job. They're sent in. These are the ones they really want to kill. They've got to stop these guys, right? So they kill them. And these are the guys that rise here. They are in Christ, and they rise here. So if you look at Paul's one there where he's saying above 14 years, right? You'll see the top one is, I knew a man that was in Christ, right? In Christ. And he went to the third heaven, right? And then you'll see the next verse that says, I knew such a man sort of like a man in Christ. He was not in Christ, but he was such a man. He was like a man in Christ. That's this lot, right? The man in Christ is this lot. The ones that were sort of like him were this lot, right? And this lot, you'll see under that one, go to paradise, right? Not third heaven. This one here goes third heaven. This one here goes paradise, all right? And so Jesus comes on your white horse after Jerusalem is destroyed. Your red horse will ride, right? And then you're in the war for a few years and whatever else. Your famine is a famine of the word, right? Bread. There will be no bread. Bread is the word, right? So there'll be no God. You're not allowed to have God, right? They'll be getting rid of it. Then you'll have your inserted false God, your prophet or whatever. Everyone will be forced to worship him. These ones won't, so they'll kill them. And these ones will be the troublemakers, causing all the hassles. Right, back here, your rapture happens. So like this lot here, where Jesus breathes on this lot, right? The 144 come out of this lot, 144,000, or there might even be some of these. I don't know, can't know for sure. So they come out of there, and this lot go into trumpets, and they get Judah, right? To bring in Judah. So you've got Judah here. The woman flies away for times and half time. So you know the one, wings of the eagle, all right? So that's where they escape before. That's the third rapture, all right? They escape before all the big stuff happens. Another big story in the two witnesses. I'll let you figure that one out. But yeah, there's your Jubilee here, right? Here's us over here. Above 14 years. We are above 14 years away from Jubilee. Paul is actually over here when he's speaking, because he says 14 years ago, right? Not 13 years, not 15 years. He said 14 years, right? And he's speaking from over here. And he says, I knew a man from 14 years ago, right? So that's here. Alright, so we are not in a Jubilee. Can't be in a Jubilee, not possible. You just count back from this way. It doesn't matter what happened up this side. You've got to count back from the millennial reign to tell whether we're in a Jubilee or not, right? Back this way, the Jews returned, or Judah returned to their land in 1948, alright? So we have to be right on the time period. It doesn't matter which way you look at it, but my group of studies, we're looking at next year. Alright, there's one more year to go. But yeah, anyway, God bless, guys. It's not a Jubilee, sorry.